The next step on a wind farm project, years in the making, starts tomorrow. The energy company Ørsted will resume a survey near the Indian River Inlet to identify some possible landings for the cables that anchor them. So to break all of this down for you, we're bringing in Coast TV News reporter Heidi Kirk. She's in the newsroom. Heidi, no final decisions have been made on exactly where these cables will be placed.
Paige, 300,000 homes. That's what Ørsted says this wind farm that they call Skipjack will power in Delaware. Now go ahead and take a look at your screens. I want to show you some initial schematics of what this could look like. Now I do want to note this was given to us several months ago and it's a quickly developing story. There are about 17 miles planned off Delaware's coast. Now there are a tremendous number of steps and permissions and approvals that come next year. So it's very initial. And Ørsted says the commercial operations date is set at the end of 2026. Now the next step here is this survey that will collect data about the seafloor and the area identified for this work. Now there's been a fair amount of pushback from people who fear the look of wind farms and worry they'll destroy the natural resources on the seafloor. And when I asked Ørsted about this, they had an answer. Take a listen.
Whenever we do our work, we are very cognizant of taking every measure that we can to protect marine life in the area. And the offshore wind industry is subject to the most stringent level of protection for marine mammals and protected species.
Paige, so what's the next step? Well, that's going to be a construction plan, and what Ørsted said is they're actually getting pretty close to that. In fact, this could be the last survey to check out what areas they want to lay those cables before that plan comes out. Back to you.
And Heidi, we've talked about it before. People in the commercial fishing industry, they have long had issues with wind farms for the fear of changing their business.
Paige, I did address this with Ørsted, and what they said is they have continually weighed the stakeholders when considering these wind farms and the cable process. And what they actually says is the wind farms can serve as an artificial reef in that area. And they've made sure that it's an area that commercial fishermen don't use heavily, and the people who do use it, they want to maintain relationships with and make sure that it works for both of them. Back to you.
All right, Heidi.